Hello friends, I am here today to do a little follow-up, an unplanned follow-up on a podcast I recently did called How to Cultivate Creative Confidence. And this podcast was an answer to a voicemail that I received over on SpeakPipe. If you want to leave me a voicemail on SpeakPipe, if you want a little free coaching, if you want to ask me a question or make a podcast topic request, you can do that over on speakpipe.com/The Joe DeVoe Show. There's a link in the link tree, wherever that may be around here. But anyway, I made this podcast episode called How to Cultivate Creative Confidence. I stand by that episode. I like what I said. It spoke directly to what this particular person was asking me. But then the next day, maybe 2 days later, I was listening to YouTube. I like to run YouTube videos while I'm making dinner and doing the dishes. And I put on a video by someone I haven't watched in a while, like maybe in a couple of years. Her name is Amy Landino? I'm not even sure if I have that correct. I think her name is Amy Landino. The video was about reinvention. It wasn't specifically about cultivating creative confidence, but she said something that really grabbed me and then had me kicking myself like, why didn't I include this in my How to Cultivate Creative Confidence podcast? Because this is a very important thing that I wish I had mentioned. And then I was like, I could just do a follow-up. So that's what I'm doing here now. So Amy, just in passing, it wasn't the topic of the video, but she said something about how competence comes first. Confidence follows competence. And I was like, yes, this is so true. Confidence or self-trust, self-esteem, you can earn this through action, through consistency, and through developing competence. The woman who first got me thinking about this, her name is Francine Ward. Esteemable Action by Francine Ward. I can't remember why I went digging for this book. I must have seen something online about Esteemable Action, and I went digging for this book. It's out of print. I couldn't find it on Amazon. I ended up digging up a copy on eBay, and I'm glad I did. And I'm glad I can show it to you now because I had never heard of Francine Ward before. I have been a personal development devotee since I was 17 years old, and Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins, before he was Tony Robbins, was the big thing. And so it surprised me that I had missed this author and she didn't really have a moment, like a big moment, and that this book just sort of faded into the background. So I'm happy to get to share it with you right now. And it's one of those titles, Esteemable Action, that will just give you the gist of what the whole book is about. Kind of like Susan Jeffers' book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. That title just says it all. I love that I have the book Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, but really the entire message is in the title of the book. And this one is a little bit like that too. Esteemable Acts. Esteemable acts are actions that build self-esteem. They are promises that you keep to yourself. It is about the consistent actions that you take every day that build self-trust and your sense of self-worth. I don't like to say building self-worth because you already have worth. You are already just innately a valuable human being, but your felt sense of self-worth, you can build that through esteemable action. You can build that intentionally by developing competence in whatever it is that you want to have more confidence in. So if you're looking to cultivate creative confidence, this is a really powerful way to do it. Develop your skill set, show up every single day, maybe take a little risk here and there, and build trust in yourself. And if you haven't had a chance to listen to that podcast episode, I hope you will go check it out. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple, all the different podcast episodes. And until we meet again, always remember, life is change, change is magic, magic is life, and the journey is the creation. Much love to you. Peace.